Hey guys, welcome back to the O&D Live. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a intro to this next interview. This one's kind of personal to me, I guess you could say. What we're talking about today is something called Karma Credits, and it's a cryptocurrency, and it's kind of a something to help reward good deeds. I've had a hard time wrapping my brain around it, but I love the idea of it, and hopefully it's something that can catch on. This is kind of personal. When I was a sophomore in high school, my older brother, who was 23 at the time, was about to go on to 24. He had killed himself, and you know, I've always thought about how, what led him down that path. There's lots of variables there, but one of the things that has always kind of stuck with me is just treating people with dignity, and that we've all seen some of the trolls out there on the internet. In real life, just people having bad attitudes and going off on people. However, a good deed can really change a person's life as well. And it kind of reminds me, back in the 90s, there were those books, Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul. There was a story in there, and I've seen it make the rounds on the internet as well, about a boy, walking home, seeing another kid who had dropped all his books. He had armful of books, and he went over, helped him, pick everything up, walked home with them. They talked and ended up, going in, having a Coke together and playing games or video games or something. And kind of remained friendly. Sometimes would have lunch together. The kid that helped out the other kid, was more popular, athletic, things like that. Needless to say, graduation day came later on, and the one kid went to the other and said, thanks for helping me out that day. And I was actually, the reason why I had so many books with me that day is because I didn't want my mom to have to clean out my locker, because I was planning on killing myself this weekend. I'd stowed away a bunch of pills, and that's what his plan was. So, that story has always kind of stuck with me. And when I saw an interview regarding this karma credits, it made me think of that. And, it's brand new, something that's just started up, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. But then I wanted to also kind of tailor it into something else that I've discovered related to mowing lawns and things like that, which I think is incredible what this other gentleman is doing. So anyways, with that said, let me go ahead and get this plan. I think you guys will enjoy it. Just kind of something different for the channel here. So enjoy. Okay, welcome back everyone to the O&D Live. Our next interview is a little bit out of our wheelhouse, but as I mentioned in the intro, it's kind of hits home to me, and so I wanted to bring this to you guys and see if we can't spread some love in the world, if you will. Who I have here is Jack McDermott. I probably said it different after I just practiced it. He can correct me if I mixed it up. He is the founder of Karma Credits. So with that, let me just introduce you to Jack. And Jack, go ahead and kind of give us a little background about yourself and what this is, Karma Credits.
How's it going? I'm Jack McDermott, as you mentioned, the founder of Karma Credits. I actually, sort of a little bit about me. I do tax advisory for nonprofits, and I sort of help organizations do good in that way. But I sort of was on the subway one day, just reading articles about business, about technology, and the only cryptocurrency that I knew of the time was Bitcoin. I didn't know any other cryptocurrency or anything about it, but I read online these articles about how you could earn cryptocurrency by doing certain things. You can, earn it by working out or by driving safe. And I sort of thought to myself on the subway, what if anyone could earn cryptocurrency or currency by helping someone in the subway, holding a door open for somebody, or helping somebody up the stairs with their baby stroller? What if anyone could just earn cryptocurrency by just doing kind things for others? And so it's sort of like not being a cryptocurrency expert at all, just to mention that I knew zero, got on my computer, got home, just started looking up. And then months and months later, I realized Karma Credit's cryptocurrency. And it sort of led me to the point where I'm really excited to announce today, we're going to collaborate with Karma, which is a different cryptocurrency that's been around for about a year and a half, about a year longer than us. And it's also doing great things. And sort of the idea behind both of our platforms is incentivizing good deeds. And that's sort of the basics behind it without getting into too nitty gritty. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure we will get into the nitty gritty. I have to admit, I'm kind of naive about cryptocurrency and all that stuff. I'm in my 40s. All that stuff is kind of beyond me. Can you give me and my viewers just kind of a quick and dirty rundown of what is cryptocurrency?
So it sounds really weird, right? It sounds really either off-putting or confusing. Cryptocurrency. All it is it's another form of currency. So there's the US dollar, there's the euro, there's different forms of currency. There's gold, which people have used as currency in the past. Cryptocurrencies are just a different form of doing it, and not in the dollars, but on the internet and with each other through apps. And so not similar to the US dollar, it has a fixed amount typically, which differentiates cryptocurrency. That's what a big reason that it's become so popular. And the cryptocurrencies that we've come out with sort of reward you for doing good deeds, as I mentioned. So listen, I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I don't know a blockchain from a blockhead. I don't know the technology, but if we really think about it, the super advanced technologies we use every day, computers, Facebook, they all have these incredibly difficult to understand algorithms behind them that are working behind the scenes. Neither of us know what they're doing behind the scenes. We just know that we can use it for our purposes. We just sort of are taught how to use it. And so that's the best way I can sort of relate cryptocurrency and carbon credits and karma to people is you don't need to fully understand it. I don't fully understand it, and I created one to sort of get involved and do good things through the cryptocurrencies. And so it's as simple as just downloading an app, doing kind things, and then getting paid in a cryptocurrency to do so. And so that's the basics, and you can sort of transfer it to other people really easily. And that's just sort of the basics behind it, behind cryptocurrency.
Okay. Well, and I tell you, I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around cryptocurrency and this concept. I in preparation for this interview, I watched some of the other interviews that you were on, and one of the questions came up about, what is it backed by? And I think you said it's basically backed by our good deeds.
So we like to say it's backed by this goodness of humanity. So the fiat currency, in other words, the US dollar, I think in the 60s or 70s, mid-century and 20th century, they stopped being backed by gold. The only thing that the US dollar is backed by is the faith that the United States will pay off its debt, in a sense. But it's really, honestly, just as I was taught in school, it's backed because the government said it's backed, which is fine. But so currency doesn't have to be backed by anything. We're a currency that's a fixed amount. And so it's a little bit different than the U.S. dollar, where they can sort of print money just into the future with no limits. Again, we like to say it's backed by the goodness of humanity. It's instead of putting the faith in something else, we put the faith in the goodness of humanity and the people that do good deeds.
Okay, and as I was wrapping my brain around it, I kind of came up with, in my mind, it's kind of like points or tokens or coins that I collected in Mario Brothers or Super Mario or Zelda. You collect these gems or coins or cryptocurrency, and you would use that to buy goods or something in a game. I kind of gamified it in my mind.
Totally. It can be a game. When we released the cryptocurrency, the cryptocurrency that I created is officially called Karma Points. So when I was first creating it, I was like, oh, it could be like a game. There could be like a high score. There could be people competing against other people to do good deeds. And the amazing thing that I found in doing Karma credits and even looking with Karma is that the people came back to me and said, we don't want to know who's earned the most Karma points. We want to know who's given the most away for other people doing good deeds. And so it's definitely rankings and leaderboards helps, but people are just generous. We've been shocked in just the amount of people that just don't use it for selfish reasons and do it for other people. To other people will be happy and do goods for other people. So it's a really exciting, but it definitely can be gamified and definitely very fun.
Cool. And one of the other things that I would kind of in full disclosure for all my viewers, I went to the website, I signed up, and I've kind of participated in some of these good deeds to build up some karma credits. Now, you mentioned that you have an announcement, and so I don't want to go down the pathway of the process of how I signed up and how I was able to get some of the karma points, because it sounds like it maybe is changing now. Do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Sure. So we're collaborating with Karma. It's a very similar cryptocurrency, incentivizing good deeds, that's been around for about a year longer than us, about a year and a half longer than us. They have a website also. If I send you that as well if you'd like to pull it up. And really cool about their app, their cryptocurrencies, they have an app. And instead of having to connect to a wallet and sort of learning which wallets to use versus which not to use and download it and not being all that connected to Karma credits, their app is called Karma on the App Store. So this is their website. You can download their app and you can connect people that are doing good deeds immediately.
And that was kind of the missing link to, in a certain degree. What I had to do was download a Coinbase wallet, which, would you say that's kind of like a PayPal for cryptocurrency?
Yeah, it's very similar.
Okay, so, and then you were able to transfer those karma points to me that way.
That's right.
And so now, and I remember in one of the interviews, you had mentioned how, or the interviewer mentioned, well, do you have an app? And my mind was going there as well and thinking that an app would be kind of nice, or I guess something a little more tangible, I guess. But it sounds like Karma has already has one, basically.
And so their app is incredible. So the way their app works is you do good deeds for others. And then not only can you just tell somebody about it or tell us about it, you tell the entire community about it, sort of on the app. You just post the good deed that you did or what you're doing with Karma. And then once you posted it, people can reward you by upvoting or sort of like increasing your visibility of your post by clicking the upvote button. And that's sort of a validation for them that the good deed is a kind thing and it's been done for others and that you deserve to earn karma. And so it's sort of taking all that together, community, put it all in the same place and allow people to reach across different people and and boundaries, and just really increase the good deeds that are being done.
Okay, and it kind of sounds like it brings a certain degree of the social. Well, I mean, I think of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. People are trying to get likes, and unfortunately, a lot of times likes are gotten by creating drama,
Totally.
whereas this is a good deed. And you're getting upvotes in a sense, or thumbs up, something like that for
Exactly.
good deeds. So that's kind of cool. Now I know in your interviews, I watched that there is one business that actually was accepting some of the Karma points. Will that still be possible through the Karma app?
So I haven't necessarily gotten to that far as the collaboration and talks with Karma. I know that they're definitely looking for businesses, and I think reading their materials and everything about them over the past few days, few weeks, or a couple of weeks, they want to sort of eventually post on the app or on their website different businesses that accept Karma, different places you can go to get products for Karma. And I'm hoping to help bring that to Karma. We had our first business that accepted Karma credits as payment. A business owner accepted 70 Karma credits for a necklace and earrings, and it was just as simple as, it's not as complicated as you think. It's simple as going to a local business owner, telling about sort of Karma credits, what it is. Honest to God, we have not talked to a single person from any affiliation or any background that didn't think it was like at least a sort of a little bit of a good idea, or just or ranging from liking the idea to getting really excited about it. And so we just advocated to this business owner. We told them about it, and she said, "Great, I want to be involved. I want to accept Karma credits." And a person could accept Karma, and then later down the line, they could pay their employees with it, or that they could use it for other people doing good deeds or good services for them. So when you think about sort of your job and your daily life, we all work at jobs where you essentially provide goods and services to others, and then you get a currency that's you can use for the goods and services of other people for you. But who said that had to be cash? Why couldn't it just be you constantly be doing that for other people, and then you use that currency in creating good deeds? So that's sort of a summary of that.
Okay. And you know what, just I want to put up your website.
Sure.
Okay, so here is your actual website where people could go, and it is the Karma credits with an S cryptocurrency. Let me put that back up on the screen there.
Yes.
So this is where they could go and kind of read a little bit more about it. And
it explains, honestly, it explains the concept. The website explains the concept about both Karma credits, cryptocurrency, and Karma pretty well. It's funny, like a couple of weeks ago when I was just sort of browsing, learning more about cryptocurrency, so I really don't know a lot. And I came across Karma and their DApp, and I was excited. It was another currency backed for the goodness of good deeds. We reached out and they wanted to join forces. So joining forces for the sake of good deeds is all I can ever ask for of our communities, but also of other currencies. So we're really excited to collaborate with them.
That's cool. Now, what is your end goal for Karma credit?
So the end goal would definitely just be that Karma credits or Karma becomes such a significant, or we have so many community members. Right now we have about 300 community members on the social media handles. Karma has more community members and daily active users and more daily active users. But the goal would be to not only have hundreds or thousands of users every day and community members, but in down the line tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands and over 1 million people sort of using this. And I've always said that the goal when I started this is the value that I wanted it to bring is I wanted to measure by the increase in good deeds that can be had. And if we have not only one business owner, but several hundred thousands of businesses accepting Karma credits and people just doing good deeds for other people to earn that and to go to those stores and go to those people, but doing so by doing good things for other people. That's the goal. That's the goal of just the huge increase in good deeds. There's positive actions around the world constantly that we do for each other, and there's negative ones. If you're in a city, I've been to New York City. I live near New York City, and there's a saying in New York City. It's like no good deed goes unpunished, because if you're on the street, if you're trying to help somebody out, it could be the wrong situation. The person could just not be such a good guy. And there's a joke: you don't visit New York without being scammed at least once by just trying to help somebody. But this sort of like counteracts that by saying, we know you're taking a risk. We know you want to help people. We want to change the saying, no good deed goes unpunished, to no good deed goes unrewarded, by incentivizing people sort of taking on that risk and helping them to do good deeds for other people. So that would be the end goal. It's just the massive increase in good deeds done by other people, done for other people.
Are you getting any pushback, or what are some of the obstacles that you're kind of finding in this venture?
Sure. Definitely people have a lot of questions. It's definitely hard to wrap your mind around. Sort of the main pushback, or the main thing where we're trying to do going forward, is just to have a massive outreach to where it becomes, it reaches mass adoption. It's funny, sort of in the 90s, Bill Gates went on David Letterman, and Letterman made fun of him. So Letterman says, "Oh, tell me about this internet thing." And he says, "Well, it's like really, really cool. You can publish information anywhere, and you can share with anyone on the world." And Letterman goes, "Well, how would it help me? Let's say I wanted to watch a baseball game." And then Bill Gates says, "Well, you could watch it on your computer." And he goes, "Television." And then he goes, "Well, you can watch it whenever you wanted to." And he goes, "Tape recorder." And there's like a huge audience laughs, and there's, people didn't really it takes time for these huge, big ideas to take mass adoption. Henry Ford once said, "If I listened to what the market wanted at the time, I'd still be making horses and buggies." It's sort of the main goal would just be the mass adoption and to unleash the creativity of the people. I have spoken to different communities, and the cool thing is I'm just an ordinary person. I help nonprofits, but anyone could create these cryptocurrencies, and anyone could do good to earn the cryptocurrency. So it's unleash the innovation and unleash the sort of the good deed doing of our society. And that's sort of the end goal is sort of people getting on board and being really loving doing good things through these cryptocurrencies. Although they have a weird name, they can sort of use them and understand them without having to get into the nitty-gritty and fully understand all the mechanics behind it, and just drive that universal use and thousands of users and mass adoption down the road.
It would be nice if there were more good deeds. I mean, right now things are just scary out there in the world, and I don't see it getting a lot better anytime soon. So we definitely need that reminder or something to help us get our bearing, get our true north, and doing the right thing if we have a chance. That's for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, and I was going to say, my channel is related to tractor stuff. I'm kind of going out on a limb, doing something different. But as I said in my intro, this kind of has a hit a spot for me, and I want to encourage any of my viewers, any of my subscribers, my audience, to take a look at Karma Credit, cryptocurrency, and the Karma website, and try and see about getting involved. And I want to encourage men to mentor other men, whether it's your own sons or neighborhood boys. I saw some research out there where just unheard of number of single parents are raising children, and I'm a big advocate of a two parent home. I just know there's a big difference when one parent is having to do it, and often times it's the mother that's raising boys, and they need some male role models. So I want to. Most of my channel is predominantly men. So I want to challenge the men in my audience to mentor some other men and facilitate even them, the boys and girls in your neighborhood, in your community, to do good deeds for some elderly in the neighborhood or disabled in the neighborhood, something around lawn care. That's kind of where I see, potentially my channel could kind of drive some good deeds in that direction. And there's a huge need. I'm a home health physical therapist and see a lot of elderly patients. And as they have a harder time getting around, the lawn care starts to go. And so there's a great need for that in a community. And I just want to ask my community to try and facilitate something like that. And I'm willing to give away all my karma points a little bit at a time. I guess I can't do it all at once. Right now, I was looking, I think I have something like 53 karma points to give away myself. So if you guys can, send me a message, tag me, on Facebook. I have the OND Life on Facebook page. You guys can tag me there, and I'll be happy to spread the word and give out some karma points and see if we can't get this to go around. I'm going to also share a site where a gentleman is actually doing something similar, basically already, and so viewers can go to his website, donate, and even sign up and kind of get a chapter going in their area.
So along with that, Garrett, I'd like to also send you karma as well. So it's a little bit of different number structure, but I'd like to send you about maybe 20 to 25,000 karma for you to give out to people as well. And I'll personally match karma for those people joining those organizations and doing good and mentoring. It's funny, we actually have worked with a mentor that is retired but is working as a mentor to help an organization that supports some education efforts in villages in Africa. And we very much value mentors' work and people's work and doing good deeds. Lawn care, helping people and elderly during this crisis. Nothing could be more important. So I'd love to send you and everyone that's getting involved in your community karma as well. That's awesome.
Let's see if we can't create a movement, like you were saying. I just want to share, if you have a minute to kind of stick around, I'm going to share this raising. I better pull it up so I don't get the name mixed up. My memory is not what it used to be. So raising men lawn care. And it has a quick little video. If you have a few minutes to just stick around, I'd love to play it for the audience here. Let me scroll down to the bottom. Here we are.
One day I saw an elderly man cutting grass, and he looked like he was struggling. So it came to me, I should do something about it. And that's when I decided to cut free lawns for the elderly, disabled, and single-parent mothers for free. I'm capable of cutting grass because I'm young, I'm able. A lot of elderly people are not able. So my name is Rodney Smith Jr. I'm from the island of Bermuda. Well, in Bermuda, everybody's just friendly, They give back when they can. And that's what drives me, to help people. I'm here at Alabama A&M. I graduate this May, and I look to go back to get my master's in social work. The goal was to reach 40 loans, but I reached 40 loans in a month and a half.
How you missed?
2 months later, I reached 100. That's what got us to here, raising a lawn care service. For some boys, when they first start, they're like, okay, all right. But then the fifth one, they're happy. You know, let's go. They're calling us up saying, can we go cut this week? Can we go cut that week? You know? So I'm doing something positive, and I want boys to follow my footsteps and be better than me and give back. My dad, he spent his life building houses. His love for helping people, I think, rubbed off for him, and I caught a little bit of that. We started with a white shirt. It's like the karate system. When you get a black shirt, once you reach 50 long. So you have white, orange, green, blue, and then we have black. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have someone reaching the 10th loan this weekend.
Raise them in lawn care service. I got my man Maurice with me.
So it's just, I want to say that video was probably in 2016, and he has some stats on here.
That's really wonderful. Something that I really liked about it is he's sort of, in a way, is doing sort of the same thing that the Karma Credits is, where he's sort of rewarding people by giving them different colored T-shirts and sort of making rankings in a game out of helping other people. And when we think about what people do, people like that, the great, kind people like that do, we all want to reward them. We all want to reward them, and sort of Karma Credits does it a way to do so. I personally sent out Karma Credits to people that have delivered food to the elderly in need during the COVID crisis, that have made coronavirus masks for people. I've offered thousands of Karma Credits for donations of PPE in this crisis. And Karma has actually worked with people in Venezuela have earned Karma. They've earned more money than the average sort of daily income in Venezuela, helping people in need. And they've also, worked with people that are helping feed kids on the street. They had a Karma card, food card that they developed, where they helped kids on the street get food. And so whatever it is, these good deeds that these amazing people do, we want to reward them and incentivize them so they'll do more great work, and they can continue to do great work.
Absolutely. There's lots of potential out there for good work, good deeds, without a doubt. I had myself some notes here. I just wanted to see if I got everything. Time flew by. I know I told you about 30 minutes. I'm just amazed at how quick time goes by.
It does.
Do you have any last anything else to add that you want to bring up that we didn't get a chance to cover?
Just in the sense that what Karma and Karma Credits are doing, sort of think about your daily interactions and think about what the people that are doing really, really good and doing good for others. It's a nice feeling to do something for somebody else, but you can also give people something tangible as a thank you. I know wonderful saints, mothers that I know, amazing people, and they say, it's a thankless job. Well, we want to thank you and give you this karma as a thank you for doing all these good deeds. It's an incentive for doing good deeds could be a very good thing. As long as the increase in good deeds is happening across the world, it's a wonderful thing. And connecting with a community that's doing good things, whether it be Karma Credits or Karma, can help you do that.
Well, thank you for putting the time in to kind of put something tangible together to help facilitate that. And with today's youth and social media, I think it has the potential to catch on more because it's right up their alley. So
yeah, and the Karma app is sort of a social media app it looks very similar to Instagram, but the community members are rewarding people for doing good deeds. It's sort of a different feel, but it's the same look. And so it definitely has the potential to take off. And with the Karma app being so sort of simple and being ready to use and ready to do good with, the mass adoption and people using it and growing good deeds is right around the corner.
Great. Well, I want to thank you once again for joining me on the channel. And I really wish you the best and good luck with everything. And for my viewers, the challenges out there and any, I've worked with a few companies with some products. If they have any merch or products that they wanted to take some karma credits, start researching this a little bit, I want to challenge you guys as well to put a little skin in the game, perhaps, to facilitate some of these good deeds around what we love, and that's playing in the dirt, getting orange and dirty. That's where O&D life comes from. Anyway,
love it.
All right, thanks a lot, Jack. I'm going to hit the end. Okay, guys, so I hope you found that entertaining and can see perhaps some potential, with getting kids involved, young adults involved. The Raising Men Lawn Care Service, that's right out of Alabama, up in Huntsville, Alabama area. But he has gone on and put out that 50 lawn challenge and has had kids accept that challenge in all 50 states. And once once the kids reach the 50 mark, he personally drives out and delivers a lawnmower, a weed eater, and a blower to them. So how cool is that? Definitely something worth checking out, supporting, and just following on Instagram or Twitter. Rodney Smith Jr., I was able to find him. And, it's heartwarming stuff. And it goes right along the lines of the stuff that we like to do. So, and I'll be the first to admit, I'm not that I'm out there doing that and volunteering a lot. I kind of help out around my neighborhood a little bit, but to be honest, with everything I got going on here, it keeps me busy. My wife, she has some of her health problems, and I do all the shopping, all the running around. So I got to admit, I'll be the first to admit I'm not out there volunteering mowing lawns. But hey, I'll leave that for some of the youngsters that watch. My demographics is primarily men between the ages of 25 to 64 is kind of the biggest block, about. So definitely there's some young men out there that perhaps, with the economy and the pandemic, might have a little bit of time on your hand. Some other research that I've seen is where men don't do as well with idle time. So this might help give some purpose when you're not able to get out there doing some work, kind of giving back to your community. And there is something about finishing mowing a lawn and looking back at it afterwards, having a glass of a sweet tea and, just smelling that fresh cut grass and a job well done. So anyway, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button and bell and all that good stuff. You guys know the routine. If you're new to the channel, I'd love it if you subscribed and kind of just enjoyed some of the journey of the homestead here and getting orange and dirty. All right, guys. O&D out. Oh, before I do that, I did download the Karma app, and Jack was able to send me some of the Karma in that app. So if you guys get that app or have any of the kids that you work with, get that app. They can find me, O&D Life. Hopefully they can find me. If you have any problems, reach out to me. We'll figure it out. I've kind of had to figure it out myself a little bit, kind of work in progress. So, but if you guys do participate in the 50-yard challenge or get anyone signed up for it, tag me, over there on Facebook, O&D Life on Facebook, or send me a message in the comments through YouTube even. I'd love, and if you guys want some karma credits or karma, hey, we'll work it out, and we'll just kind of see where this goes. And bottom line, just making the world a little bit of a better place. I will say with those kids and Rodney Smith who mows those lawns, he has some communications with them, and that may be the only interaction with people that they get when they're older in their homes. That's how it is as a home health physical therapist. They just love that having company, and a lot of them have some great stories. And like I said, follow Rodney over there on Instagram and Twitter, and just he has some good pictures and stories, so anyways, you guys, O&D out.